Hi everybody, welcome to Puerto Escondido. Let's do an interesting video on the topic of choosing if you had the opportunity to stay for a few months or a few weeks. You had to choose between Tamarindo, Costa Rica, it's a small surfer town, and here in Puerto Escondido, it's also a kind of a surfer town. It's more of a party town, but it's also really popular among surfers. Where will you stay? Will you stay in Tamarindo or will you stay here? Costa Rica is not a budget destination. You will pay much more, so you need a bigger budget to stay in Costa Rica. On the other hand, to a large degree, you can stay in Mexico for a lot less money than you will stay in Costa Rica. I've been here in Puerto Escondido for just 2 days, and I've been robbed at the beach, in Zicaleta beach, yesterday. I was also robbed two weeks ago, but I stayed 1 month in Costa Rica and I was not robbed. I didn't have any crime problem, but here that's something you have to keep in mind. About accommodation, it was interesting because in Tamarindo I was able to find a really nice apartment for $230 per week. You will not find this kind of offer here in Puerto Escondido. It was an apartment, 2-bedroom. It has an access to a common swimming pool. It has a really good kitchen with everything for cooking. It was really a nice place, and it was really near the beach. There is no way on earth you will find this kind of apartment offer here. Airbnb is really overpriced. Apart hotel are really overpriced. On that particular point, Tamarindo was a better option for the quality of the accommodation compared to, you can find a cheap thing here in Puerto Escondido, but it will not be as good as what you can find in Tamarindo, Costa Rica. Productivity and internet. That was really interesting to be in Tamarindo. My productivity actually tanked because you have to deal with blackout, electricity cutting, internet cutting. I remember one day I went to work outside and also it was raining. Even if you don't need internet much, it was much more difficult to work. Also, there is not a culture of having a lot of coffee place, co-working place where you can plug your computer and work for hours. That's not the style of Tamarindo. On the other hand, here in Puerto Escondido, you have a lot of co-working space, really high quality co-working space with high-speed internet. You know, you have Elon Musk Starlink here in Puerto Escondido, so you can do a lot of serious work here. And you have the choice between a lot of place, co-working, coffee. That was not the case in Tamarindo. In Tamarindo you have a few coffee places. Well, I didn't find any co-working, but I didn't find a few coffee places, and in those coffee places generally there was no plugging, so you have to work on your laptop battery, and it was not so nice. I didn't like working in Tamarindo. Productivity was not, my productivity tank when I was there. Vibe and people. The vibe of Tamarindo is really chill, really relaxed, and you will have a bit of that jungle feel, because while it is a beach town, it is surrounded by a big jungle, and in the morning you will hear all those animals in the tree. It's really, you have this jungle feel. It's really chill, quiet vibe, relax. On the other hand, Puerto Escondido is a party town. It's really loud, a lot of noise, a lot of party during the night. When I stay in Costa Rica, during all my stay I had a good night's sleep, but here it depends where you stay. For example, at the hotel I stay here in Puerto Escondido, during the night at around midnight, you have the dog barking for a couple of hours. You can be in another neighborhood where there are a lot of noise because people are partying, so it's a party town, it's a party vibe. On the other hand, I will say that if you are looking to make friends, you have more chance to make friends here in Puerto Escondido than in Tamarindo. In fact, I will say that Puerto Escondido is designed to meet people. It's really easy to meet people without effort, without even trying. You will easily make friends. I remember I was at that really popular bar here in the La Punta Beach in Puerto, and yeah, there was so when you are in that bar, you are facing the street and you are facing the beach, so people can see you. And I had many times, I had people, they say you look like a cool guy, and then they come and they sat next to me and I start talking. And I remember this Dutch woman, she came, sat next to me, I started to talk, and then we went to party together and so on. So it's easier to make, to me, from my personal experience, it's much easier to make friends without trying in Puerto Escondido compared to Tamarindo. Also in Tamarindo, it's mostly local people and mostly American and Canadian, while here in Puerto Escondido you have people from all over the world. Here I met people from Australia, from the Netherlands, from Israel, from Germany, from Colombia. I cannot say the same in about Tamarindo. It's a lot less diverse crowd. A word about the beach and the food. In Tamarindo you just have one beach because Tamarindo is a lot smaller than Puerto Escondido. On the other hand, here in Puerto Escondido you have more than 11 beaches, and they each are somewhat different. For example, La Punta is really a surfer beach. Zicaleta is a quiet beach with a lot of it's also for surfer, but it's, you have a lot of beach clubs, so you can sit there, have a drink and chill. You have the Manzanillo beach over there, which is really popular with family and kids. You have the Playa Principal, which is at the town, so it's many the local people go there. You have the Turtle Beach, where you have all those big turtles. You have a lot of beach to choose from, while in Tamarindo you will always go to the same place. And about the food is more expensive in Tamarindo, in Costa Rica, so you will spend more. Even if you cook yourself like I do, in the supermarket the prices are a lot higher than in Mexico in general. So food is more expensive, restaurant options are more expensive in Costa Rica and Tamarindo. People told you, oh, you can eat at a soda. A soda is a local restaurant. You can eat at a soda for around $8. But you can eat here in Mexico for a lot less than $8. So there is no way that food is more expensive in Costa Rica and Tamarindo. For sure, 100%. No way around it. Now a word about activities and transportation. Transportation costs a lot more in Costa Rica. Activities are more expensive in Costa Rica. You will be able to do a lot more with less money in Mexico, in Puerto Escondido. That's for sure, 100%. So in conclusion, what place will you choose? It's really difficult, but to me, when I am here in Puerto Escondido, my productivity doesn't tank. I keep the same level of productivity. So that's a plus for me. Also, it's easy to make friends here, and I have friends in Puerto Escondido. I didn't make any friends in Tamarindo, so that's a plus over compared to Tamarindo. Surfing, I am not a surfer. Perhaps the surfer is best in Tamarindo than here. This I cannot comment. The vibe, I will say, if you want a chill, relaxed vibe, Tamarindo is the better place. It's more quieter, and perhaps you are doing some type of creative work, like writing a book or looking for new idea. Perhaps a couple of weeks of isolation and solitude in Tamarindo could be a good thing. But I will say that Puerto Escondido is more social. It's a friendlier place. The only thing that is not so good in Puerto Escondido is the crime. It's a more stressful place. You have to be careful when you are here. There is crime, there is robbery, because it's a party town, you will meet on occasion rude people, especially at night, people that will insult you, that will be rude to you for no reason. You will not meet any of this in Tamarindo. And at night in Tamarindo it was the vibe was quiet, you have all those restaurants and perhaps a few parties, but it's still a chill, cool vibe, while here it's more loud, especially in the Caleta and La Punta. So conclusion, yeah, it's for you to choose. Personally I will go with Puerto Escondido. It's not a perfect place because the crime, but you have more option here. It's more flexible. I give you some of my opinion. On those good words, see you soon. Bye.